Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome to this week's edition of Forex Forecast. I do this every single weekend, giving you guys setups and high probability trading setups to look out for every single week in the market. And you guys know my record on this channel. 70% of the time I predict currency pairs and perform analysis with you guys on this channel. It plays out exactly the same way I always predict. So we do this every single week, and I love you guys. Are always sharing testimonies of what you guys are making, the money you guys are making using this weekly analysis. I really appreciate that. So let's dive into what we actually have today. Before we go straight into the chart, if you're here to subscribe to this channel, if it's the first time coming across my video on YouTube, or even if you've come across my video but you are yet to subscribe, do well to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification icon so that every single time I bring these videos every weekend, you do not miss out of the amazing setups I give you guys every single week. So here are 5 setups to look out for this week. And let's start up today's analysis with AUD/USD. AUD/USD is one of the currency pairs I predicted for you guys last week, which played out really nicely. As of last week, the market was somewhere at about this zone right here. I think this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the market was about this zone last week. I told you guys that this is a high probability sell zone, that the market was going to fall from this zone. I even went far to tell you guys that a liquidity grab was going to happen here, which it clearly happened on Tuesday and Wednesday. This was on Tuesday. You can see the liquidity grab happening right there before the market actually started tanking from there. Okay, very clean, you see that right there. And then the market actually hit our TP, which I showed you guys last week. So what are we expecting for this week? This week our bias has totally changed, and I will tell you why our bias has changed for the AUD/USD. Very simple. Now you can clearly see on the daily time frame, if we zoom out on the daily time frame, you can clearly see that this market is still clearly on a perceived uptrend on a daily time frame. Let me tell you why we are actually on an uptrend. Because we had this low, we had a high, we had a lower low, and we had a higher high, and the market has not broken below this previous low, which is the most significant low we have right here. And the market is giving us a higher low. It was not able, it came back again for a retest. It was not able to break beyond this last low. So as far as the daily time frame is still concerned, I mean, we're still on an uptrend, right? We're still on an uptrend on the daily time frame. So my bias on this has actually changed. If we were able to actually break through this previous, support level right here, then actually maybe break and close below it, then I could clearly say, okay, probably maybe we're actually still going to sustain a downward trend. But from what I'm seeing right here on both a daily time frame and forward time frame, we're still on an uptrend. Okay, so what am I expecting this week? I'm expecting that this support zone right here will probably, I'll move this support zone to include this previous this high and this high right now, because that's where the market level is right now. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting that this market will break and close. If we're able to get a break and close above this high and then a retest, I'll be willing to buy this market to this place as first target, then probably to this previous high as second target. Okay, so for this week, I'm expecting this market to break and close above this previous resistance zone. If that happens, then we're actually going to go bullish on AUD/USD. So I have a very bullish sentiment on AUD/USD, but I'll be waiting for a break and close above this level as I've shown you guys right here. Okay, so I'm bullish on AUD/USD for next week. Okay, for this week, sorry. Now NZD card is another currency pair that I have my eyes on for this week. Now if you look from a daily time frame, there are 2 things I'll show you guys from here. We have this trend line. If you join this support, I'll draw this thing right very well for you guys shortly. Good. So this is what the trend line looks like from this previous from here. Okay, then also there's a previous support level which has become a resistance also. I'll also show you guys. These are my areas of interest, my key areas of interest. Okay, now we are back to this level. Which was a previous support and also a resistance here, as you can see. So the market is showing us a slight rejection from this same zone. Okay, now if we go down to a forward time frame, we can clearly see that the market touched it first time here, second time here. So the probability that this zone is actually going to hold, this resistance zone is actually going to hold, is quite high. So I'm expecting a sell-off to actually happen from this zone. This is a very good supply zone, for the market to actually start selling from. So from this zone right here, I'm expecting, I'm not expecting any other rejection to happen. It has actually happened twice already. If we go down to 1 hour time frame, you can see it clearly. It rejected first time here and then the second time here. So I'm expecting that this market will actually start falling as soon as from Monday or Tuesday. Okay, I'm expecting that this market, it might just range here for a little while, probably do another liquidity grab, I don't know. But however, I'm expecting a fall to happen up onto this level right here from our trend line from daily time frame. So I'm expecting a sell on NZD card. I'm very bearish on NZD card for next week. Okay, so that's my bias for next week. Okay, let's move over to the next currency pair, which is the Euro CHF. Euro CHF is another currency pair I have my eyes on for next week. Is looking good. If we draw a support zone from here, the most previous support right here, if you want to include this, we can just go ahead, extend it a bit backwards so that we can include all these other supports zones that we've had in the past. Okay, so we can see that the market is clearly just grinding all the way down, just keep grinding all the way down, and I'm expecting that this market will likely, I think I need to tone this down a little bit. Good. I'm saying that the market will likely just keep grinding just the same way it's just been grinding all the way down up until it hits this level and probably gets to this previous support right here. So this is where I have my eyes on. This zone right here is where I have my first target for 0.9687 zone. That's where I have my first targets, my eyes on for first target for Euro CHF next week. So the market will likely just keep grinding up until this zone right here, when it will probably make a major decision for the market. It's bearish. It's looking very bearish to me for next week. Okay, so my bias on Euro CHF for next week is still very bearish. Now let's move on to GBP JPY. This is another currency I'm putting my eyes on because of the correlated currencies associated with it. Okay, now if you look at let's look at Euro. Let's start from Euro JPY. It has been on a very long bullish trend, and then all of a sudden, if we put a 50 MA and 20 MA on this, you can see that the market has given us a break and close on the 4 hours. It has given us a break and close below both the 50 moving average and the 20 moving average, and that's indication that the trend has likely changed. Now let's look at it on GBP JPY. GBP JPY is doing the same thing. It has been bullish all the while, but last week it broke and closed below both the 50 moving average and the 20 moving average. The NZD JPY did something similar too. It has been bullish all the while. Last week it gave us a break and close below 20 moving average and 50 moving average. USD JPY also started falling as soon as last week. So I'm very positive that GBP JPY will probably sustain the same trend as of next week. So I'm very bearish on GBP JPY, at least up until we get to our first target, which is somewhere here. If the market is generous enough, this is likely the first level of targets. This is our first level of targets where we have this 50 moving average, and then maybe second level of targets somewhere here. So I'm very bearish on GBP JPY for next week, and I've already told you guys why. It has broken structure. It has broken this previous support right here, giving us a lower low, and it has also broken and closed below both 50 and 20 MA. And if you know anything about moving averages, they serve as dynamic support and resistance zone. So this is probably what you call a moving average breakout or breakdown, anyhow you choose to actually term it. But all the same, I'm very bearish on GBP JPY. I think GBP JPY is actually going to fall pretty soon, okay, up until these levels I've marked out for you guys right here. So I'm very bearish on GBP JPY for next week. Now gold is another currency pair I predicted for you guys last week, which it didn't get to my target. I predicted for you guys last week that gold was actually going to fall from here, which it went up to touch this zone, which was the first zone. I told you guys I was going to wait, that it was too early to be selling from here, although somewhere at the back of my mind I was actually expecting that it's actually going to be falling from here. But just as I predicted anyway, it actually retraced, touched back to this previous resistance zone, which I showed you guys clearly last week, and then it fell. It didn't fall for that long. I expected that this fall will probably take us up onto this 1858.30 zone, but that didn't happen. So I'm expecting that to happen this week, since it did not happen last week. I've been spot on gold, as you guys know. Every single time I've predicted gold for you guys, it always plays out how I always predict it does. So this is where my target, this is where I have my eyes on. This is the next level of action. As you can see on the daily time frame, the market is still sitting pretty below both the 50 and the 20 moving average. Let me take them away for now. And also, as you can see, the market has not given us a higher high, it's still giving us lower lows. Okay, so I'm very bearish on gold for next week, since it has given us a double touch and the market resisted twice from this resistance zone. Then that means that this zone right here is clearly a very good supply zone, so we'll probably be getting a sell-off happening from here. So I have my eyes on gold for a sell coming next week. Okay, so if you've watched the videos to this point and you're yet to subscribe, do well to click on that subscribe button right now. I do this every single week, and 70% of the time I am correct. If you've not been watching my weekly forecast, trust me when I say you are leaving money on the table. I give money out for free here with setups every single week. You do not want to miss out. Click the notification icon so that every single time I do videos like this, you are the first to actually see it. And if you want to learn how I perform analysis, I've been able to teach hundreds, thousands of students how to make money from the forex market. The link to my training program is a one-time payment, lifetime access to me and my team of traders. We make money together, we share analysis, we share setups together, we share signals together in the Telegram community. And also you have access to all my training, over 40 training video materials, private materials that you can never see anywhere, not on YouTube, not anywhere but inside of my program. You have access to it. You learn how to trade, you learn how to master trading psychology, which makes up 70% of your trading success. Okay, so I love you guys, love to see you guys on the trading community. And also click the link on the Telegram link, it will take you straight to our free signal channel where we share free signals every single week. So see you guys tomorrow on our free mentorship program, still here on this program, and see you guys on Thursday for our live trading session. So I love you guys, so come your way again, keep trading and have a wonderful week ahead. Cheers.